What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. We got a few news stories for you and 2 questions, so let's go. First story of the day is about the Galaxy Watch 6 and an improvement coming to this that I think is going to make a lot of people happy. At least it would make me happy, and that is, he's saying 100% confirmed, exclusive, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6, the normal one, the classic, has increased the screen size of the dial to 1.47 inches. It previously used to be 1.2 inches on the Watch 5. And the resolution has also been correspondingly improved, which means that the screen proportion has finally been improved. So if you've been wanting a higher resolution, bigger display on your normal, regular Galaxy Watch, especially the Watch 6, it is coming, guys. So this is looking like a good update and maybe a reason to upgrade. If you didn't like the size of the Watch 5, you'll get a bigger one on the regular Watch 6. I just wanted to let you guys know that if you have the Galaxy Flip 4, Z Fold 4, I think there's another phone thrown in there, the April update is out. I actually got it. It was like 400 megs, so go there and download it. It didn't really say what it added. It said like bug fixes and security update and stuff like that. I checked my S23 Ultra, which I have right here. Did not get an update just yet. But yeah, check your other phones. If you have a Fold like me or a Flip, check, you should have an update. Next 2 stories are about the Galaxy Tab S9 series of tablets. This is looking like, at least from what people are saying, a nice upgrade thus far, really good upgrade. So here's the first tweet. This one comes from Ice Universe saying that the Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra is a beast. The specs are pretty strong. It says the display will have 120% DCI P3 display, so it should be a very color accurate, beautiful looking display overall. OLED. We don't know specifics in terms of what he's talking about in specs for this specific tablet. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 will be the processor inside, so you know it's going to be very, very powerful. But beyond that, we also heard and have seen some renders of the S9 Plus tablet. First, let's talk about the specs. It'll have a 12.4 inch, again, this is the Plus version, the middle version, 12.4 inch display, USB-C charging, 4 speakers. It'll have a dual rear camera setup, single selfie camera, magnetic area on the back for the S Pen, and this is going to be what it looks like, which if I just showed it to you, you probably wouldn't even know the difference versus something like a regular S8 Plus or anything like that. But it looks like it's going to look the same, but just bigger, better internal specs. The next story is a downer. And it's not a downer in America because we're still going to get the Snapdragon version of the processor. It's a downer almost every part of the world. As you've known, Samsung has pushed out the Snapdragon processor almost on all their flagship phones, almost all across the world at this point. It looks like that is going to change when the S24 series comes out. This information has been going around the last day or two. You can see from the headline, S24 aims to use Exynos 2400 processor per Korean media. And Ice Universe even puts out a tweet saying, what would you think if the S24 series brought back Exynos to Europe, India, South Korea, and other countries? Now, I still don't expect America to get the Exynos version. I still expect us to get the Snapdragon version like always. But in a lot of the other world, a lot of the other places they sell big time phones, like he mentioned in that tweet, it looks like Exynos 2400, at least from the rumors right now, is going to be returning to the S24 series. That means the 24, 24 Plus, and 24 Ultra. This is don't get me wrong, that processor will be more powerful than what they've released in the past with their Exynos processors, but it probably won't be on the same league as a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. This is really bad news for the series and all. You got to expect they're doing this probably to save money and give you a somewhat similar experience to what you had in the past. But I would guess, if I had to put my money on it, my guess is that the performance on this will probably be something closer to what we got with maybe the 22 Ultra or 23 Ultra, and it won't compare anywhere near the 24 Ultra. In America, when we get the Snapdragon, the Exynos version will probably be way lower and not get as good battery life. This is not good. It's another bad thing coming from Samsung. I want to know your thoughts on this. Are you okay with this? Are you not happy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's jump into our Q&A. First question comes from Shansha saying, when will Samsung give the Z Fold its best camera setup? Full S Pen support, meaning on the front as well as integrating it into the phone, a proper 18:5:9 aspect ratio on the front display, a 5,000 milliamp battery, dust resistance, no crease, and a proper selfie camera as well as a perfect tight fit case which won't slide off. I don't like the sound of putting stickers on my phone since I tend to change cases over time. I don't think you're going to see that for quite a bit. At one point, like I said, I think you would have. If you asked me a year ago, I'd probably say, yeah, we're going to see this stuff really, really soon. But as Samsung continues to make and want to make these phones thinner and lighter and more inexpensive, I don't think this is the flagship phone that they are telling or portraying it to be. It's a step down from their S20, S23, 4 Ultra phones. I think it's always going to be a step down for a long time. I can't see a time when all of that stuff, when you can check every one of those boxes, I still think we're years and years away at this point. If you ask me now, based off how Samsung is pushing their technology, I would still say 3 to 5 years away. And our last question from Lionel says, so you own Android and iPhone. Do you think iOS on iPhone feels more lagging when it comes to software than Android, or the other way around? I don't think Android has made a huge amount of changes and things. Like, both operating systems are very mature. I feel like Apple might be adding more features which are making them catch up to Android features in a lot of ways. So I wouldn't say like one is really dominating over the other, because I feel like Android already has a ton of features that, Apple's just getting to right now. I think honestly, I think it's a pretty even race at this point. I still prefer Android because of the notification system. I still feel like when you get a really solid, fast feeling Android phone, that Apple doesn't compete with it in terms of the fluidity of the operating system. So for me, Android's still a step ahead. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below with the hashtag question, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.